Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I already made one of these videos about halfway through the year of my personal worst K-pop title tracks, but for this video I've decided to switch it up a tiny bit. This time I let you all submit your personal worst K-pop title track and I'll talk about 6 of the most voted ones more in depth. These might or might not also be some of my personal least favorites in the mix, but we will see about that as we move along. Without any more rambling, don't forget to subscribe, like and share this video because it helps me out a lot, and let's get right into it by talking about the least voted song out of the 6 and then slowly move up to by far the most voted one.
I'm on the next level.
I'm not surprised to see this one on the list, because aespa's title tracks seem to always be very polarizing for most people. I made a whole dedicated video to this release, so you can check it out if you want, but in it I think I wasn't really the biggest fan of it. I'm still not, to be completely honest. The biggest grip I have with it is the whole 2 songs in one type of strategy. Each separate part is good and I enjoy it, but both of them in one song? Not so much. Yes, they do sound like a similar concept, or I don't even know how to explain it, but at the same time way too different to make sense together. I personally enjoy the main melody a lot more than the switch-up one, although I appreciate more focus on Ning Ning's and Winter's vocals, because they are without a doubt outstanding. But there are better ways to showcase that without ruining the whole song. Would I necessarily say it's one of the worst of this year? No, not even in the slightest. There are way too many parts that sound good to me, especially the chorus and rap parts, but as I've already said, I get it. It's fucking weird and makes zero sense at times, especially with how popular it's gotten over the time. I guess trends are unpredictable sometimes. As of right now I would give this song a 6.8 out of 10. But none of that niceness applies to the next song you guys voted and put on this list. What Type of X is one of those extremely unlikable songs that I can see problems of right away. The main one is the fact that this song is an 80% vocal based and Jessie is not a strong or even good vocalist. People try to claim that she is extremely good for rapper, but I have to politely disagree. There are many idols out there whose main position is main or lead rapper, but are way better singers than she is. Some examples are Jennie of Blackpink, Suga of BTS, Yuna of Itzy, and many more. For me personally, it's hard to listen to this song, because I can't get a break from her singing for even a few seconds, and it bothers me more than it should in a good song. It also doesn't happen that it was released after Nunu Nana, her biggest hit yet and the song that actually put her amongst some of the bigger soloists in Korea as of right now. I don't know man, the potential was huge with the rock influence, but they had to fuck it up highly. The instrumental in the chorus is the absolute worst too, so there really aren't many positives I can take from this whole listening experience. I give it 3.8 out of 10, and even that is being kind of generous, considering I do think it's one of the worst releases of this year. But if you think my ranking can't get any lower than this, just wait for the next most voted song on this list.
I'm the one. What you want, what you want, what you want, got it.
If you know anything about me, then you definitely know I absolutely despise this song since the first moment I heard it. I struggle to even tell you any positive. Okay, I do have one, and it's Mark. His parts are pretty decent and listenable at least, which is apparently a lot to ask from NCT's music. I get the whole we are trying to be unique and experiment thing, but if you are doing this, then you also have to make it good. I don't get people who enjoy this song, because it's sincerely bad. This is bad music and there is no way around it. The shouting in the chorus is horrible, the instrumentals chosen are a disgrace to Latin-influenced music, and their vocal delivery is nothing shy of beyond average. It's not because they are beyond average idols, and that's what makes me enraged. Every time they release something, the members are so talented, yet everything is being wasted with these straight-up ridiculous songs. I love when groups try something new, but not when I end up hating it 9 out of 10 times. It might just be me and my music taste just isn't suitable for NCT's discography, but I've tried to get into them before. They are making it way too hard though with these songs, so at this point I've given up. I'm never going to be a NCT stan or even a casual listener. I'm very sorry about that, but it's their song's fault, not mine. Hot Sauce gets 1.5 out of 10 and is without a doubt one of the worst releases in 2021 as a whole. I'm on defense though whether or not I would place the next song on that list as well. In my initial review video of Lisa's debut I spoke pretty highly of it, and now that I look back at my words, well, I'm slightly horrified. I swear 2 days after I uploaded that video, I got sick of the song. Not because I replayed it too many times or because I just wasn't in the right mood for it. Simply because it is boring in every sense of the way. It's messy at the same time too, which makes absolutely zero sense, but hear me out. They clearly wanted to go big and bold with her debut and show everything she has to offer. But what that resulted in was just a song without a proper direction or purpose. Not only is she screaming Lisa over 50 or how many times in 3 minutes, but she also does so many different styles of rap, as well as sings, that at the end I just feel like I've listened to 5 different songs. It doesn't feel like Lisa in any way. Yes, it looks like Lisa because of the music video aesthetics, but it doesn't in any way sound like something she would put out if she had creative control. At least in my opinion that's how it is, but obviously we can never know for sure. The main argument of people who dislike this song is always that they expected more, and I agree. So did I. We all wanted something spectacular for Lisa, considering her debut was so long anticipated. But then again, Teddy produced it, so did we really expect something innovative? He is clearly burned out of ideas and needs a time off that he will never get because of his level of fame. Overall I can't give Lisa's debut more than 4.5 out of 10, but it is still better than Money though. Let's be honest here, Money is horrible from start to finish and blew up for I don't even know what reason. I wouldn't put Lisa on my list of worst K-pop title tracks of this year to be honest, because some parts are still too good to put it that low. The next song though is only famous because of the fame of the artist, while the song itself is a shame to the entire K-pop and pop industry in my opinion. Once again, in my opinion only. Before getting into this portion of the video, let me put out a few disclaimers first. Number 1. I am a huge ARMY and would sell my soul for any of these 7 guys at any given time. Especially Yoongi, who is probably my favorite person and artist in the entire universe. Number 2. I will be making a whole dedicated essay type of video on why Permission to Dance is a shame to BTS's entire discography, as well as K-pop and pop industry as a whole. And lastly number 3. Don't leave me hate essays in the comments because I don't care and won't read them. Respectful opinions only. So, Permission to Dance is my personal worst K-pop title track or just song in general of this entire year and of BTS's entire existence. If you disagree then I seriously want to know why, so write it in the comments. My main issues with it is that it comes off as extremely fake. Putting out a song in the middle of the pandemic about how everyone is hanging out without masks and doing whatever they want, is extremely fake and leaves me in poor taste. I can't feel for the message in any way, knowing how BTS were never afraid to point out the reality, no matter how dark it was. They talked about mental illness, suicide, self-doubt, self-hatred, broken heart, and so much more in their previous songs. Just look at the last Korean album B. The lyrics portray the reality of the pandemic and not some glorified version of it, like Permission to Dance does. But then again, BTS members didn't touch this song even in the slightest. Not in the lyrics and even less in the production aspect of it. It's sad because you can clearly see that as soon as they take their hands off of their own material, we get the most generic and boring song to ever exist. Nothing about it feels like them, and that's why I despise it as much as I do. 2 tons of auto-tune slapped over it also don't help its case. Just listen to the live version and then to the audio version and you will see exactly what I mean. I can't even give it 1 out of 10, because it's not deserving of it. Therefore I give it minus however much is possible, and I absolutely agree with everyone who voted on it. Once again, if you want to see me talk about it more in depth than I did in this portion of the video, then subscribe and keep an eye out for the announcement of it on my Instagram and YouTube community tab. Now let's finish it off with by far the most voted song on this list, and I seriously mean it by far. It got like 3 times as many votes as Permission to Dance. And that is I mean, don't even act surprised because we all knew this song would be #1 even before I put the voting poll out. It's no secret that this is one, if not the most hated K-pop song in the last couple of years, and don't get me wrong. I can exactly see why. The damn flute is so annoying that by the end of the song I want to shove it down SM's throat. But hear me out. If it was just for the chorus, then I think I would have liked this song. Yeah, it's not necessarily good per se, but it's catchy and gets stuck in your head. Especially the like a sticker part. But everything else just lacks direction and purpose. I don't know what they tried to do with this song, other than be unique and not like other girls. As I've said already, I have nothing against experimentation and songs that are trying to show something new. But Sticker didn't really create any trends. Like none. It was just a song everybody hated on for 2 weeks straight and then forgot about it until it was time to make their worst K-pop songs of 2021 lists. It also fails to show any of the members' potentials as artists, which is upsetting, but not surprising in any way. I still like it way more than Hot Sauce. Though, okay, not way more, but more. I think I would give it 2.5 out of 10 as of right now, and it won't grow on me, because I'll never listen to it again. Still, definitely belongs on the worst K-pop title tracks of 2021 list in my personal opinion. With that, we reached the end of this video. Thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to let me know your personal least favorite K-pop title tracks of this year. Keep it respectful, of course, as always. You can also find me on other social media, which are linked down below. With that, I'm signing off until the next video is up very soon. Bye bye, love you all so much.